Morning, everybody. Welcome back. Log Pod, Season 7, Episode 2, live back in the studio, Munster, Indiana.
There were some people on chat that were like, "What? How can it be Episode 2 already? I haven't seen any other episodes."
I know. Well, it's on your Apple Pod download stream, on your Spotify. We did Episode 1 live in French Lick. It was one of those rare Saturday episodes.
Pop up in French Lick.
So, like, we're literally about 10 seconds from going live, and then in the studio walks one of our main sponsors.
Just to make...
Put your hand down, Foreit.
Not you.
I'm introducing the sponsor first. I'm introducing the sponsor first. I was like, one of our, and then Foreit raises his hand in victory, right?
We didn't realize the Season 7 was going to take a turn like this.
Yeah, Rick Baltensberger from Misprint, right down the street.
And
What's
Dr.
up, Rick?
Foreit
and Dr. Mike Foreit.
You can't call me doctor anymore, remember that?
Mr. Foreit.
The man
Michael's
formerly
fine.
known as
Michael
Dr. Mike Foreit. Hey, what's up?
Health opinion he carries with him for the day.
Kevin looks at me as
do we-
soon as you walked in. He goes, "Did you know about this?" I'm like, "No, I didn't know about this."
What do we owe this pleasure?
Well,
Hold on, guys. One sec. Scoot as close to Tom and Kevin as you
What
can.
kind of
in your
freaking
chairs,
security
so I
is
can
in
get
your
you.
office, dude? Like, we just...
There you go.
I was
It's like-
invited
it's
in.
nice to know,
I was
like...
invited in by his partner because I got a thing coming up with the...
Foreit, move down towards Tom a little bit. Scoot down.
Yeah.
There you
Cool.
go.
You
can
There
hold
you
hands
go.
with
But
him.
get
And
your
now, of
mic
course, he
over
doesn't
there.
have his mic
Get
with
your
him.
mic
So what
over
is this McDermott for Indiana paraphernalia
we're gonna
you're
get
carrying
to this.
about?
You know, we're going to get to this. This is a surprise, but you were already aware of it because we had spoken of it. This is just
I
Ricky
suggest
and
you get to it. We have a show to
his
run here.
award-winning-
He's got plans for our show.
Yeah.
We're gonna
and
get
his
to this.
award-winning staff over
called
at
a
Misprint.
This is definitely a hijack.
This is, but yeah, we're hijacked you. But I want you
That's
to
what we
know.
get when Foreight's
It's because you
retired. He's
guys
got
have
nothing
been
to do.
focusing.
I'll just go to Lockpod this
Back in the
morning.
old days, he had a job. He had to go to work.
Not anymore. And God help those. that
You're
are
very
focusing
tan,
on.
by the way.
Oh, I was in the sun.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw it.
That's normally how it
that
works.
happens?
Yeah,
You were on
I
a
was-
boat
it
yesterday,
just-
huh?
Yeah, I was zipping around.
I was on a boat. I'm on a boat.
He's
I'm
retired
on
for
a
sure.
boat.
But I listened to you complain about that guy who's in everybody's pocket down in Indianapolis guy.
Todd Young, you're talking
Todd
about?
Young, Todd
Yeah.
Young. And you know, and
Foreit forgot his name for a second.
I know he's a bum. Anyway, what they don't talk about, and you guys, there's a lot to beat him up with. Beat him up on. But
Especially
did you
over
know
the
that
summer.
we're like the 6th ranking state in terms of diabetics? We're
Sixth
just a
lowest, you
smidge.
mean.
No, highest.
Say, highest of diabetics in the country.
And a state where you got like the mecca of diabetes understanding. What's the name of that place? Eli
Lilly?
Yeah. You think they got a campus?
Why do you think he voted against capping insulin?
He $35. I don't want to keep it at 35 for you, but at the same
Yeah, so
time,
Todd Young voted against capping insulin at $35.
so they can
For
get
a
full
large
retail.
a
Big
large
surprise.
portion of our
They can
state.
get full retail. Guess who's in their pocket?
Right.
You know? I mean,
So-
I don't even know how much he's in their pocket, but I would tell you that does he have any kind of a educational campaign for the diabetics of the 6th leading state with the nation's largest diabetic medical industry? Does he have any kind of campaign to help people out?
So anyway, what
gonna
do
guess
you
no.
right, Dr.
Anyway,
Wade? We have
because
I mean,
of Ricky
seriously,
here.
we have a real show today. Like,
I know you got a different agenda. So what
do you
I'm
got?
doing,
What
these
do you
are
got?
these are what we had spoken about, so you can give them out so they can be applied
Nice.
let me
places.
see this.
Oh, they're McDermott playing cards.
Let me see.
They're stripped.
I like it.
Yeah. So here's what
Oh,
they are.
you
they're all
talked
different?
about this.
They're all different.
Oh, they're all different.
I
They're all
got blueberry
different.
muffins.
I got, how much does it take to burn off calories? Sugary soft drink, 138 calories. It takes you to run, it takes you 13 minutes to burn it
So
off.
you say the word run, that's 5 mile an hour plus.
Okay.
So who's
like
doing
a-
that? Who's doing that at this table? 5+ mile an hour running.
I am.
That's 12-minute miles.
Yeah. So who's doing that? I mean, I'm
everybody.
not.
Okay.
Not everybody
No,
does.
Okay.
You guys.
So anyway, if you're a jogger, you could do that in 13 minutes. If you're walking,
just to
briskly-
smoke off one can.
If you're walking,
He's got something different.
All right. If you're walking, it's 26 minutes. If you're sitting,
Walking. Don't just say
This
the
is
word
the
walking.
position. This is the position I find myself in a lot.
Right,
It takes
and
you
that's-
166 minutes to
Because you're only
burn
burning
off.
50 calories an hour sitting
So if
on your ass.
I'm putting away like four sugary soft drinks in the course of a day, I'm losing. I'm losing.
Dude, a
ground.
super value is 6 times that.
This is really nice. I like this, man.
Well,
is
I
so
have a bowl of
these-
cereal, blueberry muffin.
Sandwich.
These are going to be Ricky's doing
Candy
them
bar?
in a
Candy bar?
Mylar. Ricky's doing them in a Mylar.
So we're just gonna hand
so
this stuff
that
out.
where you can have them applied to a bus inside a bus door.
Oh,
so
they're
the
stickers?
kid knows. So the kid knows not to have a.
Oh,
a-
they're They're magnets?
No, they're just regular cards right now.
But we're doing Mylar stickers.
That's nice, Mike.
Can you make them all metal?
Ricky and us, and
great
not metal.
printing
We're
by
gonna make
Misprint.
everybody healthy.
Award-winning
It's
printing.
It's got the logo on it. It's got the paid for by.
So what this does is that the
Sausage
average
is
guy.
authorized by you. Did you authorize these?
This is his campaign, his health care. This is more than Todd Young's doing for the state.
That's right.
You know what, Michael? I like you being retired.
I mean, this is just great, man.
This would have never happened in his days of work.
I mean, the males in the state don't give a shit. They don't worry about the Roe v. Wade. They don't give a shit. We know what they do give a shit about is their erections. And
they take away their Viagra.
Once they get the left turn, John.
ED, once they get the ED, then they got to rely upon their insurance. Does my insurance cover that stuff? Otherwise, the old lady's out of luck.
Are you saying ED is connected to blueberry muffins?
The muffin takes a while.
The old lady's out of luck, or is the guy out of luck?
Being obese.
And this one is like Roe v. But they don't know how little he's doing for the people of this state. We are one of the leading states. I mean, diabetes kills more than handguns, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, you're talking about it's the leading cash cow for medicine. You get a new dialysis center. How many you got new ones on Hammett? 6? You think that's a coincidence? I mean, you got to be kidding me. Nobody is doing any basic education for you not to get there.
We like Michael's passion.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks
no,
for coming in.
I love you guys.
Appreciate
I
it.
wanted to say hi.
Wait,
That's
I want to make sure
award-winning.
we thank Rick Baltensberger, one of our
sorry
sponsors.
I missed you at the lick. And I'm hearing you. You guys, I wish I'm going to go on more of the day trips with you, too.
Okay.
Because I think this was a genius idea.
I love it. I'm going to take it and
awesome.
show it to Vax.
Take these.
Zach.
We're going to have
I love
Mylars.
it.
Ricky's going to produce them on stuff that can't be just torn off real quick.
Wonderful.
And they'll
That's really cool, Mike.
weatroof things. But this is the basis. Okay?
All right. That's Dr. Mike Foreit.
You know,
the
he
famous
promised he was going to do
podcast.
it, and he did.
He did.
Well, Ricky helped me. He twisted my arm. He came in. I went for a ride.
You twisted his arm?
Yeah. He said, Michael, you got to do something for
You going to leave those in the studio, bro?
Yeah, these are all stand. I'm just taking.
I love
them.
it. I think it's really cool,
These
man.
are beautiful.
I'm gonna take them to work.
And you'll have them, and you can put them on school buses so that they know that Snickers bar that they're going to have between classes takes them 3 classes to burn off.
Right.
Because there's no recess, and these kids can't go outside. And mom's going to include that in their bag,
Driving
along
up
with the
our
bag of
health
chips.
insurance costs.
That's going to take 3 hours and 25 minutes to burn off.
I think we should get Foreit a lobbyist job for the healthcare industry. For
There you
sure.
go. He could do
I'm
that.
telling you,
He's
think these
uniquely
guys-
qualified.
I have no idea how many untold millions of dollars have gone into Todd's
I'll create the
pocket
phone board
from
for
Eli
the
Lilly
slideshow,
since
too.
he's right there.
Yes, do that.
All right, guys.
the NRA
We appreciate you guys
the
coming by
hijack
the
is over.
studio.
You think the NRA gives them money?
That was straight hijack. So,
Okay.
Dr. Mike
I wanna
Foreit,
say
Rick
I love you
Baltensberger.
guys, and I wouldn't
Rick.
be here if
I'll
I
see you back
hadn't
when you're on
kicked some
as
ass.
a guest.
Thanks for
Mike.
having the
Thanks, Mike.
for having the door
See you, Rick.
open, you guys.
Love you,
Thanks.
doctor.
Yeah.
Peace out,
See you,
guys.
Michael.
All right, our arm
I don't
guard
need my
failed us.
coffee anymore.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Dr. Mike. It's really nice, man. I appreciate it.
Love that shirt.
Look what he did. Trash the table.
Yeah,
But
it's
good
really nice,
information, though.
It's really nice, though. I like it. I like the whole thought process. Bye, guys. See ya. Whew. Okay.
Season 7.
And we're
Welcome
back
to season 7, everybody.
Hijacked.
Holy cow!
We
that
could
was
just call it hijacked.
hijacked. There you go. We got our season name. So
Although
anyway,
he's not wrong. Most of my patients are diabetic. So
Notorious LMP.
hey,
Here I
what's
am.
up, Lindsay?
Tom's spinning his finger about something.
Let's roll into the ads, and then we'll do our show.
All right,
It gets us off and running.
We'll do our
Okay.
first
I wanna
first
read
set of
some
ads.
ads.
Let's keep
Okay,
people
and-
attentive.
Okay. Where's we may as well do misprint.
Cantrell
right
and
off the bat.
Cantrell,
Okay.
attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? Give us a call. Give them a call and schedule your consultation today with somebody who's in court and at the jail every day. Call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife, Kristen, make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
That was different. That little last part, I was ready to go.
Yes.
Tortillas
We're
Nuevo
gonna switch
Leon
it back.
is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine throughout the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nuevo Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Oh, he's back. Eli.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia, de todo corazón.
Hey, we have someone in England watching right now.
Nice.
Good. Well,
Hey,
thank
No
goodness.
We have
way.
officially hit England shores.
there you
UK.
go. We are huge in the UK. So, yeah. Linz.
All right, Tri Electronics wants to be your complete communications provider. Tri Electronics has been a leader in this industry for more than 55 years. We are dedicated to assisting our clients with their systems integration needs. Tri Electronics has the expertise and experience to provide superior results for a variety of projects. For more information, call Tri Electronics today at 1-800-722-6793. That is 1-800-722-6793.
Powering America. The Lake County Electricians Training Center is seeking applications for the Electrical Apprenticeship Program. If you are a person who enjoys working with your hands in a challenging environment, the Electrical Apprenticeship might be for you. This apprenticeship opportunity provides tuition-free education along with paid on-the-job training. Successful applicants will be drug-free, hardworking, and looking to make a long-term commitment to their new careers. To learn more about the apprenticeship programs or to start an application, please visit apply697.com. That's apply697.com today.
And become an electrician.
I tell you what, man.
Thank you to our sponsors.
So when they walked in, Kevin looks at me like, did you set this up? I'm like, no.
Why do we have all these notes?
I know.
What's
I mean,
the
that's
purpose?
proof right there. We do go through effort for this show, and that's proof right there. We have a full sheet of notes we're going to do for a show, and
Dr. Mike's retirement has been something. He's had some downtime.
it's been inconvenient for me. I'll be honest with you. His retirement is
much more
inconvenient for me.
demanding.
Yeah, man. He's he can't write prescriptions anymore. He can't just swing by his office and say, hey, man, my back's crooked.
I agree.
Now he's just like a regular friend.
Yeah.
He's
can't
not a
benefit
doctor
from
friend.
this
He's just like a
anymore.
regular friend. now.
He's needy.
I'm needy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much I need Dr. Mike until today. Well,
Dad's got to go find another
I love-
doctor buddy.
I love
No,
Dr.
we love
Mike.
Doc. We love
Dr.
him to
Mike's
come in, and
He's
these-
always Dr. Mike with
And
me.
he did promise these when he came in. So
He did promise
came
them.
through. So great
He
job.
did
by him.
actually. Now that I think about it, he did say he was going to stop by the first show. Mission
doesn't-
accomplished.
He sure did.
Because he did stop by the first show in studio. So anyway,
So speaking of studio, here we are.
look at our studio. By the way,
Look how much it's changed.
Oh, it's incredible.
nothing has changed in the studio.
I remember season 3, John and I would text back and forth about what kind of shelves we should get and
Yeah.
where they should be, and then it just never happened.
It's season
Here we
7,
are.
Lindsay.
That's only 4 seasons ago.
Well,
so
we
3
did,
months ago.
John. One thing has changed in the studio, right?
Oh, get ready. Whoa.
Newsflash. Lockpot Studios now has a soundboard thanks to John Vesmar.
Yeah,
With one
soundboard.
sound on it.
Breaking news.
It does.
Breaking Lockpot news.
I have one button programmed, and
That
it's the
one?
breaking news sound.
That's all you
but
programmed is
we're
one
getting
button.
there.
How many different buttons does
Wait
it
till we
have?
get the fart noise, then we've
It
really
has
made
15
it.
Oh, yeah.
buttons.
It's got one of those.
It has 15 buttons, but you can program sounds within each button. So there's infinite amount of sounds. we
Okay,
can
John.
create.
And so you decided
Okay.
we're just going to go with one?
John,
Well,
We're going to do
I
the
I need
wanted
one
to
sound.
get
I
and
need
then
one
call it
sound
a
from
day.
you. I'm
Yeah,
going to
what is
ask
it?
for it live on the air.
What do you want?
We need a banjo sound for sure.
Done.
Why do we need a banjo sound when you can do that?
Because those stories come across where it's like, okay, we need banjo music.
like
playing
Marjorie
right now.
Taylor Greene every time
We need
she's
banjo
on.
music. John, could you please find banjo
Done.
music?
You will have banjo on Friday.
Okay,
Wow.
what else? What else do we need? Let's think
We
about
need
it.
Well,
Trump saying China, right? That was like a thing earlier.
China.
Yeah, that'd be good.
that would be a good one.
I
Lindsay.
don't
Very
want to
solid.
replace John.
So Trump, it has to be Trump saying China, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
China, right? Okay.
I don't want John's mailbag to be on the sound. I want John to always have to do it
It has
live.
to be acoustic
I don't
live
know, man.
every
He's been,
time.
He's been mailing it in lately.
Well, we haven't had mailbag lately.
He's been mailing it in the mailbag. And
All
then
right.
what happens when John's not here? Because Chris refuses
Oh, then we can do it.
Chris refuses to do the
Yeah.
mailbag.
We also need to do the Tortillas Nuevo Leon song as like just a cue.
Oh, yeah.
Good call.
That's
Good
a good
idea.
point.
That way
Yeah.
John doesn't
Easier. I
have to
saw
go
you
find
like
it
rush
every
over
time.
here to try and get that started.
All
on
right.
time.
So, like by episode 2, we need at least.
We're in
these
episode
sounds.
2.
Let's go to, by episode 3. We need to go to the studio, live studio audience, what is 70 strong right now, and ask them, live studio audience, what other sounds do we need? We got the banjo. We got Trump saying China.
Wasn't there an eerie one we would do, too?
We
Like
just
a
had
scary.
chat. Yes, the eerie
Yeah, we need
one's
that scary
great.
one.
Pete just said the game show incoherent answer line from Billy Madison is a soundboard must.
That is a good one.
That is,
That's the one we used on Todd Young's, where he was asked whether or not he supported same-sex
he
marriage.
was like,
He answered for 2 minutes and said nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Zero.
I got to learn that, where you just talk and you're not saying anything. I'm not good at that.
Todd Young's very good at
He's
it.
amazing.
He's
at
a
it.
master at it.
He is. I have this fault where I just say yes or no. It's just a
Go
fault
figure.
of mine.
That's your problem.
You mean you
Tom.
answer
I
the
agree.
You
question?
actually answer questions.
I need to get to where I can mumble my lips and say nothing.
At the
That's
next
goal.
mayor's night out, just
Yeah.
practice every
I have a
question.
pothole in front of my house. Can you do something about that? Well, I'm not sure if it's the job of city government to, I need to
Right.
be able to instead of just saying, yeah, we'll be right there.
I mean, is it really a pothole?
Yeah, right. Is that on the right of way? Is that your responsibility? Because I think that we should get away from the city paying for these things, and it should be on you.
At some
you
point,
know?
I'll have to make a decision about the pothole.
So anyway, we got a new soundboard. That's great.
Yeah,
I don't even know if people heard that listening, but we did in here. So, that's all that matters.
Oh, we don't know if it went out over.
I have no clue if this works or
Can you
not.
confirm that you heard the news song?
Did you hear the breaking news sound effect, everyone?
I've been in the studio a lot since we've been gone, though. I'll be honest with you.
Really?
This
How's
is
your
call time?
You couldn't bring a shelf with you? Shelf or two?
Yeah,
And you did nothing?
I'm in here begging for money. This is where I go. I did yesterday. I did it in the studio. I changed closets. Kevin has 3 different locations for me to work from, and I get sick of working in the same one all the time.
So move it
yesterday,
around.
I bounced to the studio yesterday. Sometimes I even go to the coffee room and do it there.
Look at you.
Call
know.
time?
I've never gone
Relax.
downstairs yet.
We don't want you to. You're not allowed.
I stay up here
Yeah,
or
thank
stay
you.
away from the law office. So
So tell me about your summer. I know you've been crazy busy and moving. I mean, we've been off, but you've been moving around.
I got a funny story. Can I tell you real quick?
Yes, tell it.
This is crazy, guys. So I'm in Indianapolis. I'm doing the Indianapolis Tri, which I have the medal from.
Oh, let's
here.
talk-
We'll get to that in a second.
Oh,
So
wait a minute.
it's a badass medal.
Can we just go right there?
Well, hold it. This is a funny story. This is worth it. Okay, so stick
All right.
with me.
I can't wait to hear
So
about that medal.
I am I park at JW Marriott. Now, you know how JW Marriott is connected to the Indy by a tunnel?
Yes.
And it's above the traffic. So I'm walking to
Walkway.
my car, a walkway, and it's nighttime. And as I'm walking through this tunnel, this young lady is walking towards me, and we pass each other in the tunnel. And she's probably 25, 26.
Like the parking lot area? Or
Yeah,
the
I'm going to
walkway
the parking
over
lot. I
street?
didn't valet. I never valet.
Right.
I'm not bougie like that.
Right.
I park myself. Right?
Yeah.
Todd Young valets it.
But I'm just wondering
I'm
if
the
it's
guy
the
that
part
parks and walks.
over the street or more by the cars. Like over by the cars?
I
Over by
valet
the
too.
cars.
Okay, got it.
So she walks past me like she's going to the hotel. I'm already checked in. I'm walking to my car. I have to grab something, right? And this lady walks past me, and I hear her start panicking.
How old?
She's 20s, mid-20s.
All right.
Oh, no.
I start hearing her panicking at the end of the hall, and I look, and she looks at me, and she goes, "Did you see my pen?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "I lost my pen. You
say
didn't
that
see anything?"
Was she accusing you?
Yeah. Accusing me. And I'm like, "No." I'm just
Stealing
walking, lady.
You
what
look
are you
like you're somebody who might have stolen
totally.
my pen.
She's like, "I lost my pen. Did you see it?" And I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm just walking. I just walked past you, right?" And then she's panicking, dude. She's looking everywhere, and then she starts running backwards. She passes me. She
Running?
runs to the parking lot. She's looking everywhere, and I'm like, "Holy
Frantic.
crap."
Would that be a good
Kevin,
way to describe it?
frantic, on the edge of hysteria, about to start crying,
Wow.
and I'm thinking, "Holy crap!" It must be her dad's pen, and he passed away. Maybe her grandpa gave it to her. He got it in World War II, and so I'm like, "Holy shit!" This lady's freaking, right? So I'm start looking. I'm being a good Samaritan. She doesn't know who I am. I'm just like, "I'm going to help you, lady," because this is obviously she is freaking out. So I'm looking. I retrace all the steps in the hallway. I'm like, "Where were you?" She's like, "I walked from my car here." So we're in the parking garage looking everywhere. And I'm like, "I can't find the pen." And she is barely holding on. Okay.
Now, these events are usually Tom's perfect for these.
I know. And I'm
'Cause he's
like,
always
I'm like being a
I'll
good
calm
neighbor.
you down. I'll help. Tom's always so helpful.
Right.
Really, he is. If you don't know this about Tom, he's the kind of guy when your car is broken down, he pulls over,
Dude,
to see how
if
you're
somebody
doing,
was drowning,
right?
I would jump in the water.
I
That's
agree.
just how I roll.
That is a Tom McDermott
So I'm
thing,
like,
for sure.
I'm like, "Lady, I can't find this pen anywhere." And she's about to start crying. So she takes her backpack out and starts looking through it again. And she goes, "Oh, thank God." And I'm like, and she's like, "It was buried in the bottom of my backpack."
All right.
I'm like, "Oh
She
my
found her
goodness,"
pen.
right?
Must have been her favorite pen.
No, dude, this is the classic part. She takes the pen out, pushes a button, and rips off it and inhales a big old inhale.
Oh, God.
That kind of pen.
And I'm
a
like,
vape pen.
"It's your
See, we're-
vape pen?"
That's a generational thing.
Yeah.
I think people. Not that we don't know what vape pens are, but I think it's
But who
I
goes
was-
crazy over that?
She almost
Yeah.
started crying. I'm like,
that
and
must have
I'm,
been some
I'm
good
like,
shit
it was a
in
Maybe
vape
kind
pen.
of
She
That
goes,
was some good
expensive.
stuff in that pen.
She goes, "I just bought it in Chicago. Literally, it's brand new." And I thought I lost it.
Is that code?
Dude, no, it was THC, obviously.
marijuana.
And I'm like, "Lady, I think you got a problem." I didn't say that, but I'm just like,
Reefer.
"Holy shit, you got to be kidding me, right?" I mean, this chick was about to start breaking down crying, dude.
Wow. And you were there to at least see.
He thought he was searching for a World
I was
War
like,
II.
Yeah,
so
he's
stunned.
searching for like a fountain pen. Have you seen my
Dude,
fountain pen?
I swear, I thought it was some historical pen from a dead relative. The way she was acting,
My fountain pen signed the Declaration of Independence.
Isn't that- right?
Yeah.
And then she rips off it, and I'm like, like this.
Did
and
she
then
at
I'm
least
thinking,
share?
society is so screwed. This is what I'm thinking to myself. Are you
This
kidding?
is what we're frantic over.
We're like so screwed as a country. When I saw that young lady take that rip off there, and I am like
then
totally
she was
supportive.
calm. Then she was fine.
Yeah. And I'm just like, America's fucked. Like, let's just be honest. Like, we're done, right? Just take us over, China, right?
I would have loved to have seen your face.
I would have too.
It was
I would have loved
actually-
to see Tom walking away.
Put it this
Yeah.
way. This is about a month ago. I did the triathlon, and
Yeah.
I remember it clearly to this day. It like shocked me.
So let's talk about the try real quick because that was something you did this summer.
Yep. It was. I earned this one. This is the Indy try was harder for me than Chicago for sure, and Chicago was really hard.
Well, I
Indy
mean, Chicago, you swim in Lake Michigan
yeah, and that was hard, but I
Yeah.
was in great shape because I was training all
last
year.
year, 2021.
Right. So like this year, obviously,
Right here, by the way.
for obvious reasons, this year I'm not training as hard as I was last year because I'm
Been on the
too,
road.
too busy
You're
driving,
doing
across
some other
the
kind of
state.
training.
And I was cocky when I thought that I could do a triathlon without training very hard. I did it. I was faster in all respects than I was last year
See, that's interesting.
I was.
So how does that? What do you?
because I think
Credit
I'm better
that
at it.
to.
I'm better at it. You understand? You have technique.
You mean you're less
I'm a
stressed?
veteran.
You understand
I've
it,
done what 4 of them now, so
Yeah.
I understand. But
and then you went to Culver and did the sprint.
Dude, let me tell you though, when I finished this, Marissa wanted to take a picture of me at the finish line, and I like snapped at her, like, "Dude, like I'm about to die here." Like I was
Oh,
so.
no.
You don't really call Marissa dude.
I did. I said something to
Oh,
that effect.
that's the Californian dad. He calls
Yeah.
everybody dude.
I do call
Male,
everybody
female,
dude. Yeah.
non-binary.
It's
Yes.
a term of endearment with me. If I call you dude, you're my bro. Even if you're
You're
a
my
chick.
bro.
Even if you're
Yeah.
Marissa.
Even if you're a chick, right?
Well,
so
good.
anyway, I work now.
How about like officially? What have you been doing? Like, I mean, just in general. Like, what's your week like? What are your weeks like over
Monday-
the summer?
At least 3 days a week, I'm doing call time, which is a 2-hour session. A lot of it's cold calling people that don't know me. Maybe they know me now. Hopefully, they know me now.
Yeah.
But I call up and I'd say something like this. You answer.
Hello.
First off, when you say hello, I'm shocked that I even got through because, like, most of the time I'm leaving voicemails. Okay.
All right. So this is
You're the one
You're already
in 10.
excited.
You're the 1 in 10 that actually answers.
So this is a window into call time.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
here we go. So
right.
bring, bling, bling.
I wish I had a button for.
Oh,
bring.
yes.
Yeah,
Me too.
John,
Just do
maybe,
it, John.
Maybe work on that.
Bring, bring.
Hello.
Like,
Holy shit.
And I'm with Hannah. Now, keep in mind, everything I do during call time is heard by another person.
At least one
Hannah is in the room with me or on FaceTime with me, and she could hear everything that we're
Sometimes
talking about.
Katie's on there. Yeah,
Right.
Okay, right.
So, like, I say, "Hi, Kevin. How's it going? This is Tom McDermott. I'm the Democratic nominee for United States Senate in the state of Indiana. How
Oh,
you
hey,
doing?"
Tom. Good.
No, first off, and then you're usually like, "Oh shit."
Well, in my mind,
I
I'm like,
answered.
hang
I
It's
finally
a
picked up his
freaking
call.
politician. I knew I should answer this call. I could
This
hear
is a money call.
I could hear the hurt in your voice.
All right, so let me try it
usually.
again. Let me
Okay.
try it again. Okay, so,
Okay, right.
so you say blah, 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 blah. Oh, hey, Tom.
That's right.
All right.
And I'm
Is that
thinking to
better?
myself, like, no, I know you're busy, doctor. I talk to doctors a lot. I know you're busy, doctor. I just want you to know that, I'm going to beat Todd Young on November 8th. And the reason I'm going to beat Todd Young is because great Democrats like yourself are donating to me. And I need your help because we could win this race. It's close, and women are going to help propel me on November 8th.
You've got that good. All right, so
No, dude, believe me, you have to freaking sell early. Because
Tom,
they're
I-
like, why should I stay on the phone with this
Yeah,
freaking
sure.
loser, right?
So I
You'd
say
be able to be
something
like,
like-
"Bah, I'm here."
wow, Tom, that's great. I appreciate that. And I appreciate what you're doing to try to beat Todd Young.
I do hear that sometimes,
there-
right?
so good
and then I'm
answer.
like, I appreciate it, doctor. The thing is, every donation from every person in the state means a lot. And even if it was $250, that goes a long way to helping me get money from Washington, D.C.
How are you going to beat this guy, Tom? All I hear is he's got like a bank, and how do you beat
I
him?
tell you, doctor, the way I'm going to beat him is because women are going to get behind me, and just like we saw in Kansas. And there's going to be all these people that show up that nobody anticipates because they're pissed off about losing their civil liberties, and we're going to beat them on November 8th.
And you know
doctor.
what? I'm seeing that more and more, Tom, in Indiana. I'm seeing.
Oh,
people
you're being
that
doctor?
Yeah, I'm being
telling me?
doctor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the phone still.
I
That's
thought-
how
I
good
thought
I
you were
am.
in the podcast. You were very good, yeah.
I'm in my doctor role. How was
Okay.
I doing, Lindsay? In my
You
role?
were doing
okay,
really
good.
good.
Man,
Yeah.
Tom, I see that all around Indiana. Women are pissed off. You know what? And you're right. I'm happy to donate.
Thanks, doctor. I appreciate you.
How do I do that?
you go to www.gomcdermott.com/donate.
See, he wasn't prepared for that.
He was like, wait, you're going to donate?
We don't usually get to this point. I've
never gotten this far before.
I've never gotten this far, Lindsay. That's right.
He's like
So-
https://
No, this is how I usually roll. Okay, back into it. I'll be like, hey, doctor, I'll tell you what. I'll make it easy. I'll just text you some information about my campaign, and I'll have it there. And then when I text you, I have this text that I prepared.
With
it's
the link.
unique,
Nice.
and it has a link where my face pops right up on their
Oh, that'd be great.
iPhone.
I'll wait to get it on my phone. I'll do it tonight when I get off of work.
Is it from your cell phone?
2,900 from you and your wife would be great, doctor. I appreciate that.
Thank you, bye.
Click.
I always go for too
I
much.
pushed too far.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
that was fun being a doctor for 2 minutes.
Hey, doctor, real quick.
Oh, yes. Before we go.
I got this real pussy rash on my leg. Can you help me out?
There's a gentleman I know up north named Mike Foreit.
He
He's
might
not
be
a doctor
able to look
anymore.
at it for
He
you.
pretends to be a doctor
He's
on
not
TV.
a doctor anymore, doctor. So.
Now he just rides on
Doctor?
boats.
Doctor?
And makes graphics.
He's a podcast host, I heard.
Crafts.
Doctor?
You know, we should introduce Dr. Foreit to crocheting. I think
He
he'd
makes,
really
what
take
did you
it
just
up.
say? He does crafts.
Makes
Like
crafts.
He makes crafts.
Dr. Foreit needs a hobby.
He's got one.
Yeah,
Like
I love
he's
it.
fighting diabetes, one
Crashing
podcast viewer at a
podcast.
time.
That's his hobby.
I love Dr. Mike. Thank you again. And he wants to be my driver, which is great. So
Well,
speaking of campaign, Lindsay
I don't-
is
yeah,
in
he-
chat.
oh, Lindsay's in chat?
Lindsay's in chat.
Hey, Lindsay.
Not me.
Lindsay
Other
Hake.
Lindsay.
Oh.
Oh, hey,
She
Lindsay Hake.
spells
Yeah.
it with
I
an
have
A.
2 Lindsays in my life right now.
Lindsay.
But there's only one
Lindsay
notorious LMP.
with the AY and Lindsay
Lindsay.
with the EY, the notorious LMP, and Lindsay Hake, who's my communications coordinator for McDermott for Indiana. She's extremely talented, and she puts up with me very well, which I appreciate.
And so do I. The Lindsays
appreciate
know how to
that.
tolerate Tom.
The Lindsays are very, very common. They're very strong-willed women, very smart women. Both the Lindsays in my life are badasses. So, yes. Hey, Lynn. Speaking of Lindsay with an E, notorious
LMP.
you would be very proud of me.
What did
I
you
watched
do?
House of Dragons
I-
What?
live.
Oh,
I am caught up with Game of Thrones
Hey,
for the first
you
time in
wanna-
my life.
you
and
wanna
I
hear
watched the
something?
Prequel.
You wanna
Who
hear
in here
something?
watched House of Dragons?
me.
I did
Me.
not.
You didn't
What?
watch it?
Lindsay.
Lindsay, you'd be the one that I thought was going to be like, I'm all over it.
I'm going
You
to
know,
Lindsay Cam on this.
okay, so can I
Explain
explain
yourself.
myself? Yes, I will.
Do
okay,
some
so
splaining.
I loved Game of Thrones so deeply, so passionately. That last season broke me in ways that I cannot.
You're not going to watch it?
I don't know if I have the heart in me.
The last
Disappointed again?
It's the history of the Targaryen. I mean, you have to watch.
You have
It's
to.
good.
I
It's
don't
I
want
mean,
my heart to be broken again. I don't want to get attached to characters and then like
Oh, no, they all
just
die.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's 100. It's like 172 years
all
before
the
Game of
characters
Thrones.
in Game of Thrones die. That's a crazy. If like for anybody that's starting to watch Game of Thrones, the original,
Don't get
about
too attached to
90%
anybody.
of the characters you start to like
Yeah.
will die.
Do not get attached
Turn off this
to anyone.
podcast now.
That's why I like it.
Everybody keeps texting me and asking if I saw the show, and I had to take some time. Plus, I worked until 11 p.m. on Sunday, and
You
then
know
I
it's
had
on
school
demand,
at
right?
8 a.m. the next day, and now I'm here.
There's
so
this, you call us old men. There's this thing called on demand, Linz. You can watch it whenever you want.
I'm explaining that I don't have time. School just started, bro. Come on. I've got like homework already.
It was the largest HBO premiere ever. 10
Ever.
million viewers.
That's awesome.
And there's 3 of them in here. 3 out of 4.
And I was thoroughly impressed. I was not expecting it to be that good.
Really?
Personally. Yeah.
Okay, I'm still like,
All right, I'll
not
buy
there
it.
yet.
I'll do it.
yeah.
I'm not like it's great. It's good just to be back and like kind of in Game of Thrones mode.
It's definitely reminds me. I mean, it's definitely Game of Thrones.
sure.
Like it totally. Like first off, it's in what's the name of the city again? I'm sorry.
King's Landing.
Oh, yeah.
It's in King's Landing. Like 200
The City
years
Watch.
before.
Yeah.
200 years before. It's like
the Iron Throne. It's all,
Yeah,
you know, there's a
Iron
lot of
Throne.
Before the Mad
references,
King
you
even
know.
existed.
172 years before the Mad King
Yeah.
was.
Well, I know. I have the book that is based off of, bro.
Oh man, look at you, nerd.
bam.
So I
Nerd.
learned that actually, Lindsay. I thought this was an original thing by HBO. This
No,
is based on a book.
when
I didn't
instead
know
of
that.
going through and making a new book for the Game of Thrones series, he just went ahead and he wrote a separate book about completely different characters.
Cool.
Smart. Way to make money.
Smart.
All right.
Festival of Lakes.
Oh, there you go. That was a.
That was
was
a
in
thing. It
I had
happened.
the flyer up
That's
here, but I
right
took
when
it
we
down.
went off. We went off the air for a long time this time.
Yeah, I think it was a good break. It was.
It was
6
an
weeks.
awesome break. It's a good one because seriously, who wants to hear us in the summertime?
It was really only.
If you're going
5
to listen to
weeks.
us, you can tolerate us if it's cold out. If it's near warm at all, you're gone.
I want to
Let's
thank
just be
Mayor
honest,
Joe.
right?
Mayor Joe, one of our super fans, texted us, Mayor Joe from Indy, and said he's already listened to the pop-up and he can't wait for today's show.
Mayor Hogshead's going to be our guest very soon.
He's
looking
coming
forward
on.
to it. Yeah, we have a lot of guests lined up for this season, which is going to be great. Obviously, this season is going to take you through the election. So I'm going to be live on the air. It's like a reality show. If you want to know what it's like to hang with a U.S. Senate candidate, I will document it on LockPod from now. And season 7 will be the season of the U.S. Senate campaign.
Ding, ding. That should be John. Soundboard.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Announce that. Season 7. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Breaking news on LockPod. Season 7 will be all about a reality show of the U.S. Senate campaign featuring Tom McDermott against the evil Todd Young.
The hated Todd Young.
The evil and hated Todd Young.
He voted against veterans twice.
See this?
Yeah.
This is great news. Newsflash.
He did. He
voted
voted
again.
So we had a bill called the Pact Act. Now consider this. So we send soldiers over to Afghanistan and Iraq, and when we create garbage over there, because we have bases with tens of thousands of people on it, and they create massive amounts of trash. You can't just be like, "Hey, Iraq, can we bring our garbage into your dump?" Right? Because Iraq would be like, "No, you can't bring your garbage in our dump." So what we say is, "Okay, we need to burn our garbage." And when
The old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way. And when you burn garbage, it creates toxins that are sometimes inhaled by the soldiers in close proximity, right? So now when these veterans are coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq, and we find that they have toxins in their body from inhaling the chemicals from the burn pits, right?
Lung issues.
They have all these special health needs that need to be taken care of. Todd Young gets presented with a bill that would expand benefits offered to veterans, and he voted against it 2 times. He ultimately voted for it, but 2 times he was voting against it for political reasons. Just trying to play games with Joe Biden and the administration instead
Why would he do that?
And
though?
I think
Look,
that
he's a Marine too, Lindsay. That's the gross thing about it is he's playing games, and that's what it's not about the issue. It's not like Todd Young's like, hey, this is the right thing to do. I'm voting for veterans' health. Instead, he listens to Mitch McConnell. He listens to Donald Trump and opposes anything proposed.
It's nothing to do with them. It's just benefiting veterans.
You want to know what's wrong with America? That's it right there. Is he's not listening to his constituents. He doesn't care about the veterans that are having these exposure issues.
It's just a game that they're all playing. It's like chess.
And that was the sad thing about it. And if people saw Jon Stewart's stuff, it's amazing, right? He was down there at Capitol Hill just ripping the Republicans that were doing this.
I know, and they made him seem like he was crazy.
Well, not really. I think he was great. But this is the crazy thing, and this is what Tom just talked about, is that for the weekend and in those 2 votes when Todd Young voted against it, these veterans didn't know any different. They don't know it's like a political game.
Right.
They were camping out on the steps of Capitol Hill with their health care in limbo.
Right.
Just so they could play this procedural
game.
bullshit game with veterans' health on the line. And like the mayor said, does a Marine do that?
No.
To
A
other
Marine
veterans?
says we need to cut the games. That's what U.S. Naval Academy graduates do. It's like, hey, listen, we can't do this kind of stuff. Like John McCain wouldn't have played freaking games with this.
No way.
John McCain would have been like, screw you, Donald Trump. Screw you, Mitch McConnell. We're doing the right thing for American veterans. They gave their lives and they gave their health for our country, and now we're playing political games with their health. Like, okay, I was on a United States submarine. It was nuclear powered. I lived in close proximity to a nuclear reactor. I wore a TLD, which is a device that measures the amount of radiation you get. Now, if I suddenly start to develop radiation sickness from my exposure to the nuclear submarine, and I went to the VA and said, hey, suddenly I have all these radiation sickness. I'm developing cancers and side effects from radiation. I know where I got it. I got it from the U.S. Navy submarine. I didn't get it from Hammond City Hall, right? And if Todd Young was playing games with my health, I would not appreciate that, and neither would my shipmates.
And some of these people are dying, literally dying over these. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Poisoning.
But what Lindsay said is so important. And she said it with innocence, and I love that. She's like, why would he do that? Like, it doesn't make sense. And that's how the
reaction of most people.
The average American feels that way. And that's my job to amplify it so that they understand he's playing games like that.
I don't know why staying in power is so much more important than people's health.
Because we allow people like Todd Young. First off, because he doesn't come back to Indiana and he doesn't face the music. He doesn't hold town halls. He thinks we're stupid enough to vote for him again.
Takes us for granted.
He takes us for granted. It's these Hoosiers are going to vote for Republican no matter what. So I could play all the games I want.
That is exactly it.
Right.
Mayor, you've got it exactly right. He thinks that his seat is so in the bag, and he doesn't have to worry about anything, that he can play political games with things like veterans. He can vote against capping insulin at $35.
So how many Hoosiers have diabetes? Let's ask Dr. Foreit. It's a significant percentage of our population.
We're the 6th leading state in diabetes.
And Todd Young has a chance to cap insulin costs at $35, and he says no. Why? Screw you if you have diabetes. I'm going to get reelected no matter what, is what his thought is. And he's like, I don't need to help people with diabetes. I got this in the bag. I got $6 million from special interest. Indiana is a Republican-leaning state. I could, using Trump's words, I could shoot somebody on Meridian Street in downtown Indianapolis and walk to re-election. That's Todd Young's attitude right now, and that's why we need to beat his ass on November 8th. You have to hold him
responsible for that.
We need to beat his ass on November 8th to teach him a lesson, and then we teach Todd Young a lesson. Every Republican in Indiana will
suddenly gets nervous.
Hell yeah. They're like, holy crap, McDermott just beat Todd Young. Everything changes, guys. That's why we got to beat Todd Young on November 8th.
All right. You know what? We're going to do a couple ads.
We were supposed to talk about the Festival of the Lakes.
We're going to come back and talk about that, and we're going to talk about a big announcement in the campaign. So let's do that.
All right. We already did misprint, didn't we?
Yeah. No, but we just had misprint. Look at these great cards they do.
Misprint specializes in delivering the highest quality signs and printing and metal business cards, along with McDermott for Indiana playing cards.
No, diabetes help cards.
On time.
Anti-diabetes cards.
And under budget. Misprint's experience and technology allows them to offer custom, commercial, on-demand printing and sign solutions. Rick Baltensberger and his team have served Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana for over 30 years. They have 2 convenient locations to serve you in Hammond and in Munster. And thank you to Dr. Foreit and to Rick Baltensberger for bringing by these playing cards.
Awesome.
We will use them.
Informational anti-diabetes cards. All right. So let's talk about beer now, since we're now anti-diabetes. We welcome you to try Michelob Ultra. Calumet Brewing does, that is. A superior light beer brewed for those who understand that it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Containing only 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, and 4.2% ABV, Michelob Ultra is a light beer lager brewed with the perfect balance of hops and wholesome grains and hope, producing a light citrus aroma and a crisp, refreshing finish. Check out our social media for details on this great family of beers. Enjoy the Ultra lifestyle with beers, and cheers responsibly.
With 2.6 carbs, it's actually a really good beer for diabetics.
Oh,
there you go.
Carbs is sugar.
So if you're going to drink beer at 8 a.m., drink Michelob Ultra.
Michelob Ultra. All right. Byway Brewing, Dad?
Yes.
Okay.
Lindsay.
I couldn't
More
read
beer.
your lips.
Keep going with beer.
Okay. Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and outside patio. Our brewing equipment offers a unique backdrop for your private event like weddings, reunions, or corporate parties. We are conveniently located just off of 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. Come on by and enjoy Byway's award-winning beers and unbeatable menu. And for more information, check out bywaybrewing.beer. Wow.
How about that? You know,
that's cool.
Mayor brought that up at French Lick. He's like, wait a minute. This says .beer.
Yeah.
It's a real website.
.beer. It's a real website. You can do things like
struggling.
.beer
I didn't
now.
have my glasses on there. I was messing up all the ads. And
Yes.
I'm looking at my face right now when I was reading that ad, and
You were shocked as well?
no,
No.
the headphones are ruining my hair, and I look.
I like how Tom puts them on like submarine style.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Oh, yeah.
you got,
I've got
I
a
wore,
big
I wore
sub, he
headphones
doesn't.
for 4 years on the sub, so
Like, this is
how
no
I
big
wear
deal.
them.
Oh, gosh.
No, because you had to be able to listen outside
and hear.
and hear the phones. Yeah.
like you hear it in sonar. Beep.
Yep.
Beep.
I didn't do that though.
I got to get a sonar button.
Yes.
Good call.
Tom's gonna have PTSD.
Oh no!
Am I in
I
the
got
sub?
one, John.
Oh.
Got one. Torpedo in the water.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
That's scary.
Okay. Whoosh. Okay.
That'd be good.
Ooh.
Or have like a submarine alarm.
Yeah.
The Rondre Customer Insurance Agents. Speaking of risk and limiting your risk,
All right, we're out of buttons.
we're at
That soundboard
15.
sucks.
Has been located for decades right on the best end of the boulevard in in Hammond, serving all your insurance needs. They specialize in a wide variety of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. The Customer Agency serves over 1,000 people and businesses in all of Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ronnie, or Michael at 219-844-0103.
Don't forget to
Thank you to our sponsors.
if you guys like what we're doing here, you could follow us on Spotify. You could follow us on
Stitcher,
Apple Pod,
iHeartRadio.
Are you
just
seriously taking
like
my
us.
thing?
I'm sorry. Why don't you go ahead and do it? We haven't done it yet.
See how out of sorts we are, Linz?
Yeah, let's go.
Not out of sorts. You always forget about it.
No, this is the most important part of the show.
And go.
You're listening to Left of Center, where we cover everything from politics to important events of the day in the Midwest and the nation, all while having way too much fun while doing it. And if you can't listen in live, you can always follow us or listen to us on Stitcher, iHeartRadio, oh my gosh,
Spotify,
YouTube,
YouTube.
and Apple Podcast apps. And yeah,
Thank you.
completely forgot.
I think
part
someone
of
else
it.
is out of.
I know it's
practice
been
as
like
well.
3
Yeah.
months.
Good job.
Thanks.
So,
All right, we're back. Festival of the Lakes.
yeah. So, Lindsay, you're
And
doing
Wham. You
Tuesdays.
got the Wham
You're
shirt
doing
on.
Tuesdays and
I am doing Tuesdays. Fridays, I have a clinical for my OBGYN rotation.
Babies.
nice.
I'm going to witness the miracle of life
I've been
every
calling
Friday.
lots of OBGYNs lately. Lots of them.
Why? Oh, because Roe v. Wade. I was
Yeah.
like, why are you calling
No.
OBGYN?
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
some news for me?
Yeah, right. I got plans for post November 8th. So, yeah, Festival of the Lakes. First off, isn't this
I was
the
going to say
coolest Wham shirt?
people are in the chat about your shirt.
This is our Wham shirt this
Jill.
year. And it is, yeah, great job, Jill. So when we get sued by the Dutton Company, it's Jill Gajewski. She lives in the Robertsdale section of Hammond.
G-A.
For the summons.
But for the summons, yeah, GAJEWSKI. That's Jill. But she is special events coordinator. Did the coolest Wham shirt ever.
Keep on biking.
She
and you
made
got the
that?
Wham. Yes.
She designed that?
yes.
Yeah.
Jill did that.
That's awesome.
It's borderline
She's got a
copyright
cricket?
infringement. But
No,
hey,
come
we're
on.
a city. It's not for profit.
Yeah.
Come on, Dutton Company, chill out.
got-
John Mayer wouldn't. I love John Mayer. I got a man crush on John Mayer. He wouldn't sue us.
I
John
hope
Mayer,
not.
Bob Weir. I love you guys, man. That's why we did this. And
It's got like the wheel with the spokes and the.
Jill's
and the-
already throwing legal under the bus. She said Kevin approved that shirt. She's in
Kevin
chat.
Smith, SMITH, Smith Sursick Law Office, Munster, Indiana.
Where we currently
No,
reside.
that would be your malpractice suit against us once they come in.
yeah. That's MCDERMOTT. I'm at 5925 Calumet Avenue. It's easy to find.
Jill's already defending it. Kevin approved the
That's
shirt.
so great.
I love this shirt.
She cast you to the side so fast.
It was so
Kevin.
fast. It
Oh
was so
my
fast.
But hey,
Gosh.
look at it. It's a wheel for Wham, and it's the Grateful Dead head.
No, it's not. It's just a skull
Yeah, you're right. My
It's
bad.
just a
It's
skull.
a skull
with the city logo in the middle.
looking
With a
painstakingly
really
similar
No,
to.
it
Big
doesn't.
forehead.
And is this the blue? This is not reflective though, right?
No,
Yeah, that would be really.
and it's
cool.
got
That
the
would
Wham
be cool.
sticker on the side. which
Wham
is
sticker
cool.
on the side. I love
Good
it.
job,
my
Jill.
favorite shirt. And this year, by the way, the bike jerseys amazing this year.
Jill did those too, and that was
Yeah.
like Indiana theme. She said, I wanted to do it for the fact that you've been going all around the state.
I should wear my bike jersey in here.
You should wear it on the campaign trail. Just unzip it.
No,
Halfway
I
down.
will not do that.
All the way down.
I'll wear it in here though. I'll wear my bike shorts too.
Do it. Bring
So-
it.
so you can see my bulge.
Yikes.
Nobody. Let's just
I don't-
keep the bike shorts.
I don't
you,
think
for you.
anybody
No,
in this
thank
room
you.
For
wants
you,
to see
Kevin.
that.
No, thanks. It's,
I know Lindsay doesn't
Lindsay's
want to
like,
see it.
no.
Please
At
do
least
not.
wait until a Friday when I'm not here.
Here you go, Jill.
By
Here
the
are my
way-
bike shorts today.
That's the thing about bike shorts. It sucks. Bike shorts are really like they leave nothing to the imagination. So I'm doing the triathlon, and I get done, and I've been swimming, biking, running, and I'm running in my bike shorts.
Wow.
And when I get done, I'm sitting there talking to people, and I look down, and I'm like,
We don't need it. What?
I'm like,
don't
no,
say anything.
I'm like not
You were
representing
excited
well.
to finish the
Not
triathlon.
representing. I just got done killing myself. No, I'm like not.
what did you want to be doing?
I was need to wear shorts, is what I'm saying. There's nothing to the
So
imagination.
in regular shorts, you represent well.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
if you can't see anything, I represent well. When I'm wearing bike shorts, it leaves nothing to the imagination, right? And
Yeah,
I'm-
he wants an air of mystery when he's talking to people.
Riss
I'm
is like,
Irish.
Put this blanket over your lap, Tom.
I was like, this is not looking good, and I didn't even care because I was so tired.
I don't know how we got on this. All you said was you're going to wear your jersey into
And
the
I said I
studio.
wanted you. Yeah, never mind. Let's
Why
just
not
move on.
some loose-fitting shorts? You know what? What's
Yeah,
the last
well,
leg
you
of the
could just
triathlon?
No.
Put them on over your
Because
John,
it's all
think
about
about transitions.
It's transitions. It's about time.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
if I wear it, so what I do is I'll wear my bike shorts when I had a wetsuit on and I had bike shorts underneath my wetsuit. So the wetsuit was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that because it caused me time and I felt
And the
like
water
I
was warm enough.
I was literally one of like 12 people in a wetsuit. But anyway, nonetheless.
I'm from California, all right?
Dude, it was cold at first. But so when I got out, you take the wetsuit off and you got your bike shorts on already. Then you just throw on a jersey and go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and then when you get back after the bike, you have to run and you don't put on shorts.
And by the way, I've noticed that over your triathlons, your transitions have gotten a lot better.
way better,
Like
way
the
better.
first triathlon, Tom was like, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to eat a banana. I'm
I
going to
did.
go to the porta potty.
I went to the bathroom.
I'm going to walk back.
Now you just go to the bathroom on yourself. Nobody knows. It's all good. So.
Nice.
Well, congrats. That's awesome.
Festival of the Lakes.
Yes.
We had a beer bong at one of the nights.
Oh, this was great.
And so they were out in the audience, and we throw T-shirts into the audience.
So it's a tradition between shows where Tom will invite up like a Little League team or a sponsor or the police officers.
Just
Or
random
his
people.
kids.
Yeah,
Right.
come on up,
Or
right? Or his kids.
Family, whatever, right?
And they'll
We
throw
T-shirts.
T-shirts out to the crowd.
And it's really, people love it.
People love it.
They're
It's
nice
amazing.
shirts. They're shirts like this.
It's
They're-
amazing how much people will like elbow the next guy to them in the face
Dude.
just for a T-shirt.
I would see somebody knock over an 80-year-old woman to get a freaking $1.50 T-shirt. It's unfortunate, but it is fun to do. And so we had a beer bong in the audience this year, and I was.
Just, I mean, not.
John,
it wasn't
was I
like,
with you?
wait,
We
wait,
didn't.
wait.
It wasn't a city beer
officially.
bong.
It wasn't
just
ours.
Somebody
It was
had
not
a
ours.
beer bong in the audience.
First time I've seen a beer bong at the fest.
Agree.
And I was like, let's try to make a basket with the T-shirt into the beer bong.
And John happened to be filming that night on stage with Tom.
This is it. This
So
is
here
it
we go.
right
Here's the video.
There, get in the beer.
Oh, see, it's John's idea.
Have you trying to get
How's
that?
that feel? Missed it. First shot. Made it.
All right, we're gonna get
Tom looks like he just won
a.
He looks like he just like won something.
I won a car. It looks like.
I hope I got that.
That was in front of thousands of
I hope
people.
I did.
I made the most amazing T-shirt beer bong shot you've ever seen.
Here's,
You love
here's
that.
a close up here.
Slow motion.
So it goes in, out, in.
The guy did some good work with it, by the
It
way.
was awesome.
He like triple.
Did you hear my voice?
That was John. That was John.
I love it.
That was great.
Good work.
So that was
Nice
the
shot.
highlight of the festival.
That and then I also saw that you tweeted a baby crowd surfing.
A baby crowd surfing with a beer bong in the background of the
think
picture.
Yeah, let me pull this up here.
There's a baby crowd surfing.
At the so-
like this baby is 2 to 3 years old.
So Tom's tweet is on his blue checkmark Twitter account. Seen it, City Hammond. Hashtag FOTL 2022. Leonard Skinnerd, a crowd surfing baby and a beer bong.
yeah.
Let me zoom in on this for the.
Now the baby and the beer bong were separated by feet. Okay, the
at
baby
that.
and the beer bong had nothing to do with each
You didn't
other.
attempt to throw a T-shirt at the baby, did you?
No.
Okay, good.
But the baby and the beer bong were in close proximity
So
to each other.
here's the baby.
Baby.
Is this the beer bong? The glowing?
Yeah, we'll just run with
Who
it.
knows what that
The
is?
beer
That's
bong
a
was,
balloon.
We'll just act like that's a beer bong.
No, I think it's a beer.
I think the baby was having fun.
The baby was like,
Sweet
what
Home
is-
Alabama.
Yeah.
And whatever else. Give me.
It looks like the baby just took a hit of that beer.
Free
bong.
bird.
He's like, doesn't like the taste. He's like, ugh.
Free bird.
It's not Michelob Ultra.
It's not breast milk. This is Michelob Ultra.
Nice.
Black
Cool.
Pod famous.
So overall, I think festival was a great success.
Yes, I agree. It was a great time.
So one of the things that you have coming up now that you're in like really campaign mode is something happened. I know in this show you challenged Todd Young to 9 debates.
Okay, so to
Recap.
recap this whole thing, I challenged him about a year ago
Yeah.
to a celebrity boxing match.
I'm so happy you started out with
Right.
that. That
So
was
let's
the
just
first
start with
challenge.
that. No, keep in mind he's a Marine. I'm a Navy guy. Navy guys traditionally are beat up by Marines. Okay, let's just be honest, right?
In the grand scheme of things,
In the overall scheme of things,
how
most
things work.
Navy guys lose in physical matchups with Marines.
Okay.
And Marines are proud of that. And then Navy guys will often retort that we're smarter than you. That's the typical Navy Marine fight, right?
Okay.
So I challenge a Navy guy enlisted, challenges a Marine officer
Annapolis.
to a celebrity from the United States Naval Academy to a celebrity boxing match. Now, this guy, if he's going to keep his Marine credentials, has to accept that challenge.
We heard. This is the response.
Crickets.
Oh, we need a crickets,
I need
not
that.
John.
I'm on it.
Crickets.
I'm on it.
Crickets.
Crickets.
Do we have a spot for crickets?
Crickets. That crickets needs a high priority. So crickets, right? We hear nothing from him, right? And then so obviously we go through that whole phase, and then I start campaigning against him, and then I challenge Todd Young to not just one debate, not just 2 debates, 9 debates,
I thought it was a great idea, by the way.
1 in each congressional district.
Get it in front of each congressional district.
That's
in the
right.
State.
And if he's that confident in his stances, then why is it a problem?
Thank you, Lindsay. I agree.
Another like
Very
here's an
rational.
average American, average Hoosier response.
Are you calling me basic?
No,
No,
not at all.
just
I'm
saying you
like
represent the
that you have a
masses.
normal response.
No, he called you average, Lindsay. For the record.
You represent the masses, is what Kevin's
Wow.
saying, Lindsay.
Yeah, I just think that's a
What
very
you said?
normal response, Lynn.
Because you said the same thing on the veterans. Like, why did he vote against the veterans? That's how the average person feels when they hear about these.
So do that response again, Lynn.
Well, if he's confident in his stances, like, why is it such a problem?
I think there was a difference between the first and the second.
Well, yeah, because Kevin called me basic,
No,
and
I
now my
didn't.
feelings are hurt.
I'm sorry, Linz.
All right. So anyway, we challenged him to 9 debates. What did we hear?
Oh, where's the cricket sound? Did you get it in, John?
No.
He takes
Crickets.
time.
Crickets. So we heard nothing.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Then the Indiana Debate Commission gets involved. And the Indiana Debate Commission sends a letter to our campaign and says, we want to debate 2 times with Todd Young.
I think it said 3.
No, it was
originally.
2. It was 2. End of September, end of October.
Yes, you're right, 2.
We need to know. So we get let's just say we get the letter on like August 10th. They said we need to know by like 2 weeks whether or not you want to accept these 2 days on debates. We responded on August 10th, the day we got it, and we said yes, yes.
Which is respectful.
We get the email. We're like, yes, we agree to both of them. Okay?
Sure.
So they're like, great. Thank you for getting back so soon. Now we have to talk to the senator. Crickets.
Nothing.
Man, that sound would have been great.
It's crickets. Yeah, this soundboard should have been done 2 seasons ago. Let's be honest, right?
The best
Be
I can give you
nice
is a
to
breaking
John.
news sound.
How about can you do a crickets just with your mouth, John?
I wouldn't even know where to begin with that.
So anyway, now the Indiana Debate Commission, here's crickets on, that's the one we need too, Lindsay.
John's like,
Genius,
Oh my
man.
God.
Sad trombone.
We need the sad trombone. You need another damn soundboard is what you need, John. So,
We have one. It's right there.
all right,
Sad
trombone
trombone
is an important one.
right?
Right? So the Indiana Debate Commission finally gets Todd Young to agree to a debate. And then they bounce it off us. They said, Senator Young agreed to October 16th. Does that work for you? And we said within 5 minutes, yes. October
So you're
16th.
in, locked in.
We are
and then
eager to go.
And then he was reluctant to televise it.
Yes, that's right. It was only going to be like
Radio
on the internet,
only,
and
like
some
NPR.
weird, and some weird
Like
internet
back-
station.
Nixon versus JFK. radio only.
Black and white. Yeah.
So funny.
So he was like, no, we don't want it televised. And we're like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, of course we're going to televise
I mean,
it.
but this is what this guy's doing. He's just being like, anything I can do to not get me in a room or anywhere where I have to actually acknowledge Tom McDermott's existence,
right.
I'm going to try to do.
Or defend his horrible record.
Oh, boy.
His horrible record. By the way, we came out with a fact last week in the campaign, which is lovely, because he talks about, like, inflation, Biden. He talks about the national debt and the reckless Democrats. Did you know that Todd Young has voted for $11 trillion to be added to our national debt? Fact. We have a $25 trillion national debt. He's responsible for almost half of it.
Which is his last 11 or 12 years in the
It's like
in
50% of the debt that we have in this country, Todd Young voted for, and he has the audacity to tell Joe Biden he's causing inflation.
Well, and I think that's, again, it's like taking Hoosiers for granted. Thinks they're
we're
stupid.
He
He's
thinks
not
we're
gonna,
stupid.
We're not going to remember that when Trump was president, that he voted for every increase in the deficit
That's
that
right.
was given to him.
the
Sure,
Trump tax
we'll vote
cuts,
for it.
The Trump tax cuts cost $1 trillion. Did you see? Really?
It's too late.
Now
Crickets.
where was that
It's
5 minutes ago?
too
I love
late, John.
Way too late. But I'll get there.
We were right in the middle of actually saying what he responded to.
So, by the way, anyway, the good thing is, we got a debate scheduled October 16th.
exciting.
We got him to agree
I
to
can't
do
wait
it
to be there.
televised.
Oh boy,
It's going to be awesome.
You heard it here first.
October
Dun, 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 dun,
16th.
dun.
It's a Sunday night.
A debate.
Breaking news on LockPod. There will be a U.S. Senate debate in Indiana, and it will be televised.
That's right.
October 16th. Mayor Tom McDermott versus the evil and treacherous Todd Young.
Anti-veteran.
Anti-veteran Todd Young.
We could just keep giving him like adjectives, just make it longer and longer.
Yeah. So
Anti-veteran.
he did
Evil, treacherous.
to televise it though. He did say it had to be black and white. So if you understand why it's black
and it
and
has
white,
sure you
to
wear
be
something very
grainy as
colorful.
possible.
yeah, it's grainy. Yeah. So anyway,
It's
that's
going to
good
be
news.
across all the exciting broadband that he's helped rural Indiana get. Televised.
We had another major event happen while we were away.
You did?
No, not we. We as a country. The
We as a
collective
country.
we. True. Mar-a-Lago got searched by the FBI.
Ongoing.
Oh, yeah. That was
the
fun.
federal investigation is ongoing.
I really haven't talked to John at all about this. I'm wondering how you feel about the whole thing, Jay Vez.
Not happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
okay.
it's a political witch hunt.
Okay.
Well, if he's got nothing to hide, then why is it a big deal?
I think
If you
think
got nothing to hide, why don't you let the FBI just come in and raid your place?
I mean, they wouldn't want to come into my house, but they can.
I mean,
I think it's still early. I don't think we know enough yet, personally.
I mean, okay.
Because according to Trump, he's saying, "Look, I would have given him anything."
Well, I think I think the fact that Trump said he has some policy where everything's declassified when it leaves the
He's
White
like got
House
a magic
is
wand.
ridiculous.
Declassified.
I mean, he's changing his story a lot. Whatever. We'll see what happens.
Well,
Holds
at
his
first,
hands
it's
over
early.
the boxes and he's like, I declare these declassified.
These highly sensitive documents have been formally declassified by me.
I was listening to something that said, like, it may be as innocent as, like, he likes to like take tchotchkes that happen to be classified documents. We listen to the same
stuff. Yeah,
but it was like it might just be like his collection of tchotchkes that also were classified documents that he just happened to take with him.
Isn't this a painting
as
that's
souvenirs.
supposed to be in the Oval Office?
Yeah, it's George.
Aren't those
Washington.
nuclear documents? Huh? Yeah, but it's kind of cool to have them.
Nuclear documents,
right?
If that's true. I'm telling you. Okay, so
There's
when
no
I was
way that's true.
If it's true, let me tell you something, John. When I was in the Navy, I went to nuclear power school, and in nuclear power school, everything we studied was classified. I don't know what level it was, but it was classified. Put it this way: all the books that we used were read. Okay, you had to go to nuclear power school to study. You had to leave your notes, leave your books at nuclear power school. You had to sign in. You had to sign your books out. You had to sign them back in, and then you had to sign out of the school. They knew where we were at every time. If I got caught bringing homework home, if I got caught bringing a book home, we were dishonorably discharged.
How would you know what
You just didn't.
How would you know what documents are which? Like, how would you know, like, this is my homework versus this is classified?
So, like normal school, you take homework home and all that.
Right.
In nuclear power school, everything we did was in nuclear power school.
Oh, and it was all top secret.
It was everything we did was
at least secret.
Everything had to stay in nuclear power school. It couldn't leave that, right? And I don't know how they do it nowadays with phones and all that, because you could take pictures of it now and just send it to yourself, right?
Wouldn't want to do that. Wouldn't want to be caught doing that.
Maybe, I don't know what they do to maintain classification now. We didn't have cell phones back then.
I'm sure you signed something that's
an
agreement.
We couldn't bring cameras in there, put it that way. So when I hear that he possibly has nuclear documents at Mar-a-Lago, I know as a 19-year-old kid what would have happened to me. And by the way, nuclear power plants aren't nearly as secret as United States nuclear
80s,
deterrent, where we have our submarines, what we would do if we were under attack. Like, if these types of things are at Mar-a-Lago, if that's the fact, John, I think Trump is a bigger traitor than Benedict Arnold. If that's the fact.
I would be shocked. He's already said it's not true. He's already came out and said
we don't know. None of us know, right?
None of us know.
Let's
the
hope
only
that's
one
the
that
case.
knows is the FBI and Donald Trump, right?
It could be, maybe they just want their documents back. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
I think so. Okay. I think the Democrats have already shown their hands that they don't want Trump to run again. Liz Cheney said it.
I don't care if he does, personally.
No, here. So Dick Cheney said it in his ad for Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney said it in her concession
you said Democrats.
speech.
They're not. Those aren't Democrats, John.
Okay. Democrats and a lot of Republicans.
All right.
So in her concession speech, she just came out and said it. I'm on this committee to make sure Donald Trump doesn't run again. It's not even a secret anymore. It's shocking. I thought the committee was to find out the facts of January 6th.
I think it is.
But I am concerned that this is all tied to just making sure he doesn't run again.
But that has nothing to do with the fact if he had classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. Do you think George W. Bush, Barack Obama, they brought a bunch of classified material home with them?
I think probably you could argue they took classified documents with them.
Well, they probably could keep them within the White House or Camp David, but I don't think Obama took stuff to
all
his
these
Illinois
presidents
home
take a
with
ton
them.
of stuff.
And I think there's levels of classification. Like they said, some of this stuff was that compartmentalized secret stuff where you can't even leave it out. You're supposed to have it, view it in a room and leave it there.
Like SCIC or
but
something
who knows,
like that.
right? Yeah, something like that.
I will say, too, like I've heard Trump's attorney, the female attorney, doing interviews, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if he has the best legal counsel.
Well, how about the fact
she
that
was
like at some point somebody signed and said there were no other classified documents at Mar-a-Lago? That was weird, right? They signed off on it, and then they got 12 boxes. So it's all going to come out in the wash. And by the way, yesterday, Trump sued the FBI over the raid. So
hey, I got one funny story before we wrap up. Another funny story. I've been saving funny stories, but this one just happened at French Lick.
Okay.
Sort of classic.
Which I'm not allowed to go to. It's boys' trip only.
That's true. That one is a boys' trip.
I would like to go.
You would be more than welcome.
on your own dime.
Yeah, I mean,
you can come down there.
Without saying it's a boys'
okay.
trip.
Yeah, it's like you can come down there. I mean,
French Lick's a big place, baby. I love my daughter. She's lovely.
Yes.
She's getting remarried in a couple weeks.
Remarried? What happened to
No.
Brian?
We are celebrating the wedding that occurred over COVID with no family members present except for immediate family and grandparents.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Could we mess around during the ceremony? Because it's not a real ceremony. We could like.
I think you just want to do that because Chase is officiating.
What if somebody has?
And
You know
you're
how the
not.
part where you go, does anybody have a problem with this marriage? What if somebody does?
That's not going to be part of the.
What if somebody does? Like, I have a problem with this
She's
wedding.
taking that out because she knows her dad would make a mockery of
too
it.
late.
Let's
We're
just make a
already
mockery.
married.
It's
We've been
all
married
like an
for 2
illusion anyway,
years.
right?
Yeah, it's like
They've been
it's
married
pretend.
2 years. Yeah.
We've
So-
been married for almost 2 years now, year and a
Okay,
half.
so it's
that's not even going to be
it is
in
at the Munster Performing Arts Center, so it's sort of
It
a
is.
show.
Remarry. I like the fact that your dad said you're getting remarried.
Yeah, everyone thought that. What happened to Brian?
It's an illusion what we're doing that day. So hey, so anyway, we're at French Lick, and I'm not going to name names who did this because it could
Thank you.
incriminate them. They have important jobs and they don't want to get in trouble at work. So let's just say Friday night at French Lick. Some people are out late. I'm not. I went to bed literally at like 11 o'clock Eastern time that day. I hit a wall. So let's just say somebody in the
It's normal
collective
time
He's
for you. That's
getting
late
old.
for you.
Eastern time, 11 o'clock Eastern time. So one of our associates, there's a picture of Todd Young hanging on like a wall of fame.
Well,
there.
yeah. So in French Lick at the
I know
resort,
exactly who did this.
there
too.
is a like wall upon wall. There's probably I want to say like 250 photos.
Yeah.
of
Like
people that have been at French Lick.
yeah, like Waylon Jennings on there, stuff like that.
And,
like
it
they
goes,
have
and
like
it goes like way back,
Is
like
Pete
like
Buttigieg
Abbott and
there? 'Cause he's
Costello
been
is
there
on there.
before.
no, you have to be. I don't know what their criteria is. Maybe you have to like perform there or something. But Todd Young is on the wall. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Did he
so maybe
perform there?
Mike Pence is on the wall.
I was on. I'm on the wall at Horseshoe. I did an event there, and they put me up also. So like, I did an event there where I spoke to a bunch of people, and they counted it because I was messing with Horseshoe. Like, hey, I'm a performer. I'm performing in the venue, and they put my picture up.
They're
That'd
like,
be funny. Right?
Okay, fine, we'll put you up.
Okay, so maybe
Mayor
Todd
wants
Young.
his picture up on the wall.
Maybe Todd Young did something like that. Okay, and his face was on the Wall of Fame, and I walked by it the first day I was there, and I'm like, son of a, I can't get away from
Like
this.
and it's by the way, it's like on the first panel. So like,
Yeah.
right when you coming in from the
as soon
parking
as you come
garage,
in, it's like
you
this
see
dude's
it.
staring
You're
right
like,
at me. And there's like hundreds of photos up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so and it's right by the casino, and people that go to the casino late at night sometimes are intoxicated when they come back. I think we all
Allegedly.
agree, right? So anyway, I get a photo showed to me on Saturday of somebody I know that shall remain nameless because this
But
person
I
has
know exactly
okay,
who-
but we're not going to say who it is, okay? Because this person has an important job, and we don't want to get this person in trouble.
I know.
Somebody
It's not Brian.
stole the Todd Young picture off the wall.
Did they steal it?
Well,
Borrow
they
it, borrow
it,
Let's
borrow
not,
it.
let's not go
They
this
were going to
steal.
put it
back.
back.
They were going to put it back, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like nailed down or anything. It was hung
think-
by a nail.
Borrowed.
Borrowed. Okay, but like, so security notices real quick. Why? Because there's 100 freaking pictures on the wall, and there's one missing.
And there's
it's like
cameras
a tooth.
everywhere,
It's like
but-
if you're missing your front tooth. It's like, where was that picture? Where is it? Right? And
They watch the cameras.
it's
I have
a
a feeling it's
freaking
not the first
casino.
one that's
It's a
been
casino.
taken.
There's
Cameras everywhere.
cameras everywhere.
Everywhere.
So let's just look in the morning at who stops at this picture, and then facial recognition them, which they have. It's a casino, and they knew within 2 hours of where that picture was. And security shows up at the door.
Oh, soundboard.
The old-
Where's soundboard?
6 o'clock in the morning, knock on the door, and one of our associates answers the door, and they say, "Give us the picture." And they said, "Sorry, sir. Here's the picture. Nothing was disturbed. It was just we were just having a good time and being funny, right?"
And these are young guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Much younger.
Young
than us.
Democrats.
Yes.
Young Democrats. We'll just leave it there. Not affiliated in any way with the Indiana Young Democrat Party. That was my disclosure. So anyway, the guys take it back. Everybody's laughing. Little did the security guards know that we took pictures with that picture.
Not we.
No,
we had
no,
nothing
no.
to do
She
with
said
it.
we.
The collective we, the people that borrowed the
We
picture.
the people.
And one of the pictures was of somebody I know fairly well was passed out in bed, just dead asleep, and they put the picture of Todd Young in the bed right next to him.
I think his buddies did this to him.
It
It
looks
was-
so creepy.
It is so funny.
Do we
They
throw
showed
it
us
up,
that.
John?
It's up.
Oh.
They showed us the picture the next day, and I was just, we were
You were
rolling,
rolling.
laughing. It was
One
like,
of your
oh my God.
supporters
It's
Because
like,
it is
Oh,
funny.
Todd Young.
Because it is funny.
It is funny,
Yes.
and young kids do crazy things.
Young kids.
yes,
do funny things.
young Democrats
Yeah,
that are having fun, trying to get us older.
Not associated with
middle,
the Indiana Young Democratic.
Right, not associated, but they are young and Democrat,
Yeah,
right?
and they're out.
So anyway, I
Out late.
decided I was having fun, laughing, thinking that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Okay, so like the next day, I'm going to be funny on Twitter, which is warning signs.
I was going to say red flag goes right up.
That reminds me of my fart joke on Twitter that backfired tremendously. Right,
Fart in the elevator joke.
The fart in the elevator joke, which was classic in my opinion. It went viral,
and everybody got pissed.
Everybody got pissed. Nobody wants to
fine
see
everybody.
Nobody wants to see a funny Senate candidate. That's why they made Al Franken leave the Senate, right? So no, that's not the reason they made Al Franken leave the Senate.
That's a whole nother discussion.
But he was a funny senator.
Yes, he was.
So anyway, I post the annual INDEMS IDEA gathering at French Lick was amazing. There were some great laughs, lots of amazing connections and conversation. Everything was going great until I caught one of my campaign staffers in bed with @Senator Todd Young. Ha ha ha.
Laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji.
IDEA 2022. And that was how we left IDEA. I posted that like as a goodbye, everybody. We had a great convention this year.
Drop the mic.
See it. Drop the mic. We're on our way out. I'm laughing to myself. And then I get in the car and I start driving and I'm like, this tweet is going to blow up, right? First off, it doesn't blow up that much at all. Like, I don't know if it was early or what, but like it didn't really go anywhere. And then a couple comments came back like, this isn't funny. One of them came back like, I'd rather hear you talking about women's reproductive issues, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like,
well, that's not funny.
I do talk
That's
about
fair.
women reproductive issues. I talk about it almost every speech.
Every
It's
day.
something that's important to me. And I'm just like, I see a couple of comments come back and I'm just like, I'm not going to leave this stupid thing up. Like, it's just, I'm
People
trying to be
right?
funny. Ha ha ha. We could have a good time, can't we?
When did elevator fart joke come in your head?
That's when
Immediately?
elevator fart joke. I start getting PTSD from the elevator fart joke, and I'm just like, and I just said spike it. I'm pulling it right. So I pulled it after about, let's just say 15 minutes. It was up. Okay, I spike it, and then I tell the campaign team, hey, I did this. I pulled it down. No big deal, right?
Yep.
I read Adam Wren in Importantville does a story
Like a
on it.
gotcha story.
A gotcha story. He puts the tweet I put up, and this is to all of his subscribers. Like, it's a big deal. Mayor McDermott posted this
Twitter
after
gate.
ID weekend, and then he pulled it down. Like a big deal. And I'm just like, seriously?
Maybe by doing that, people started laughing at it. Maybe they were like, oh, that was pretty good. I wonder why he pulled it
The
down.
reason I pulled it down was because I wanted it to be funny, and really nobody wants to hear funny Senate candidates
Maybe
right
it got
now.
more traction.
I don't know. I just thought it was sort of petty. It's
That
like,
assumes
seriously?
people listen to
An
important
AP reporter? You're a reporter for Politico and AP, and this is what's important? You got, I gotcha. McDermott tweeted something, and he pulled it down.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
There
Got
it
me.
is. So
Got
you're-
me, Adam.
You're admitting it right here on season
Right here on
7,
Lockpad. I
episode
was
2.
gonna hide that until I was outed by Importantville. Got me. I did it. I tweeted and pulled it down.
All right. Well, you got to wrap the show up because I know John's got somewhere to go and I got to go to
late,
court.
and I gotta go do.
We got to
stuff
go.
Too.
We got things
All right,
to
guys.
do.
Thanks for listening to Lockpod, Season 7, Episode 2. We had a good time. We were bombarded by Mike Foreit and Rick Baltensberger,
Hijacked.
giving lots of playing cards. We covered a lot of shenanigans. We're back on the air Tuesdays and Fridays, 7:30 in the morning. We'll be back on Friday. Thanks for listening. Kevin Smith, good to see you back. Notorious LMP, see you next Tuesday. Jay Vest, thanks for working so hard on the soundboard and the shelves and all that stuff. And, of course, coming from the Locomotive, one of Belgium's favorite Lockpod hosts, or one of Belgium's favorite podcast hosts, Tom McDermott. Thanks. See you guys
Locomotive.
on Friday morning. Take care, everybody. Lockpod is out.